keep flirting with their husbands. Now, flirting is not the same as going out to the bar and doing all kinds of crazy stuff with strangers. We're not talking about that. We're talking about flirting with the man we've married and the man we love and the man we want to stay in love with for the rest of our lives. So I said I'd share with you 3 different ways. And then I'm going to share 3 different parts of what it means to flirt. And then I'm going to share you specifically 15 different ways you can flirt with your husband. Yes, 15. That's 5, and 5 more. Because we can keep flirting with our husbands. First thing we have to do is our attitude about ourselves and our attitude about our husbands. That we try to get that positive attitude about both. It is a work, and yes, it can be done. The second thing is to watch your words. Our words have power. Those complaining, criticizing words have power. They have negative power. The Bible says that out of the heart the man speaketh. That means out of the heart the woman speaketh too. And what we say is what we're really feeling. So we have to get rid of those negative things. How do you do that? Watch some more of my videos. I can't go into all of it at one time. But today, remember your words. Your words can have positive influence too. Our words of praise, our words of thank you, our words of affirmation, our words of encouragement. All for this guy that we've been married to for a long time. We want him to fall in love with us again. We want to stay in love, if that's where you are. The third thing is our actions. Our actions often will speak louder than our words. If you're rolling your eyes at him, that's not very sexy, gals. And no, I'm not saying you got to put in a hot mama outfit. You might want to do that just for the bedroom, but not when you're on an everyday activity. But you want to be a woman that he wants to be around. And you do that by doing loving things, by doing the things that build a relationship. You learn how to solve your issues. You learn how to not complain. You learn how to talk. And best of all, when I was talking with my husband with this, the first thing that came to both of our minds about flirting is a regular date night. Yes, I talk about this over and over again, but that regular date night, that time set aside, whether it's at night or it has to be changed to morning or it has to be changed to lunch, but a regular time each week where you spend preferably 2 hours, maybe it's only an hour you can get away, just for the two of you doing something fun together. Yesterday, well, actually Monday was a holiday, and we went to visit a state park we hadn't been to before, and we've been talking for the last couple of days how nice it was to be able to go hiking in the woods, to see something different. And we had this awesome conversation on the way down. On the way back, we were a little tired from the hike, but we had a great conversation, a great time together, doing something unique and different. Wasn't particularly sexy or anything. We just enjoyed each other's company. And so our actions will speak much louder than our words. And that date, yes, one gal says, I can't stand it. His schedule's all over the place, and I have to constantly keep changing the date. I don't care. I don't mean to be mean about that, but dates are so important. Keep figuring it out. For the long-lasting marriages, spending that time together is so important. And not what one gal said. I asked her if she had dates. She was a middle-aged lady. She said, kids have been grown up and left home. She says, yeah, we go down to, I'm just going to make up the name of a restaurant, down to Joe's Steakhouse every Thursday. Joe's Steakhouse every Thursday? She goes, yeah. We go down to, I said, so how is that helping your relationship? Well, we get out of the house. I said, yes. Has there any other places you've wanted to eat? And she started listening. Mom, I said, how about trying one of those at least once a month and go do something different? Those different activities give us other things to talk about. They put that spark back in a relationship. We have that chance to do some of these things I'm going to talk about with flirting. But we need to have that time alone without the kiddos, at least part of the time without other people. And so that we have some time to spend together. Not talking about dates today, but dates are so key to finding that time to flirt. So what can you do to flirt? I'm going to start down these 15 ways, and these are going to be fun. First off, play a love song in the car. For Christmas, I got my husband a subscription to Siri, and I'm not supporting Siri in any way, but we loved it because we can get that satellite radio station. You might find another one you like in the car all the time. And then I graduated high school many, many years ago, and so did he. So we like 60s on 6. That's the channel, channel 6 and 60s. And there's so many love songs we remember from when we were young. And we'll be singing them to each other and look at each other and go, oh, I love you. Oh, yeah, we'll sing it. Oh. And I'll reach my hand across to him and sing to him, and he'll sing to me. And we glance back up the road to make sure we're still going straight. Oh, yeah. And it's like, oh, we just love to sing the song. So what if you can't sing? It's not the whole point. It's that you're singing the words of these love songs to your hubby. Songs in the car. And yes, it can be silly. And yes, if the kids are there, it's okay. They'll just think, oh, there go mom and dad again. And kids may think this is mom and dad. But you know what? You are setting the example for what's appropriate behavior for your kids as they try to find a mate and as they get married. That's number one. Play a love song in the car and sing it back and forth to each other. Maybe touch his knee while he's driving. Or reach out and, I don't know, just make sure you're staying safe on the highway. Text him even when you're in the same room. This is number 2. Text him even when you're in the same room. Even maybe the kids are there, maybe you're with family. And I haven't done this one, but it sounds like tons of fun. Text him and say, hey, can't wait till tonight. Actually, you can go online and say fun or sexy text, sexy things to send to your husband. Now, do not send nude pictures or partially nude pictures. Those can really come back to haunt you. I would also recommend you don't put anything in a text you wouldn't want everybody to know. So you have to be couth, gals. You know, don't get naughty. Okay, let's just put it that way. I found this out when we lived in Germany. The guy that lived across the hall from us, he was a criminal investigation detective for and did all these. He was the head of the department for all these cases in Europe. And I found out, my husband would tell me that they can get into just about anything electronically when they have to. So I decided I don't want anything out there that could be negative about me. Somebody might take something, but I sure don't want somebody to find a text where I said something I shouldn't have said. And make sure when you send it, get that phone out, gals, and read it properly. Make sure you typed it in and the typos didn't go crazy. And make sure you're sending it to the right person. I've heard that happen. People who send a text like going, hey, can't wait to spend time with you tonight. Or looking forward to the bedroom. Yeah. And it goes to the wrong person. Okay? Make sure it's going to your husband. Keep it clean. Maybe you have a favorite code word you can use, or a favorite little secret terms that you use. Whatever it is. But send him a text. Maybe when you're in the same room and the kids are there, and you go, "Hey, can't wait till the kids go to bed." You know, the smooth, kissy, all the X's and O's, or all the kissy things on your emojis. Let him know. Maybe you're at a function that's really boring and you send him a note like, I wait to get out of here and spend time with you. I want to give you a big kiss. See, you can say things that are fun without it being really crazy. Number 3, wear his favorite outfit on a date. This is particularly on a date, or maybe it's a date at home. You're having candlelight dinner at home, and maybe it's a little black dress he loves. Maybe you're going to have his favorite outfit for when you have time alone in your bedroom. Maybe you're going to have that favorite outfit on when you're going out to something really special. I have a dress that my husband really loved, and I got rid of it. And I probably should not have. I realize that now. I've looked around for one again, and I can't find one again like it. But he really liked that dress, and I should have kept it. So, you know, even if I only wore it when I did things with him, like go out to dinner with him. But wear a favorite outfit. Something that he really likes, that you know he really likes, when you're going out on a date. And yes, if you wear heels, put those heels on. If you're like me and you're going to trip all over the heels, don't put the heels on. I've had too many sweat surgeries and things, everything's going on. But dress up for him. As I said, it could be a candlelight dinner at home. It could be going out. Number four. Ask him on a date. I know, gals say, but Joyce, I have to plan all the dates. I heard this recently. I am so sick and tired of planning all the dates. Well, be sick and tired, because most guys won't plan a date. A couple weeks ago, my husband unexpectedly invited me to go out to dinner with him on a Thursday night. Now, we already had something planned for the weekend that was going to be a date, which didn't work out, by the way. But I just kind of sat there and went, my husband asked me out. We didn't have to plan it together, or I didn't have to plan it. It was so nice. And I told him about it all week, and he kind of went, I just asked you to go out to McDonald's. What's the big deal? And I'm thinking, because you asked me unexpectedly. Do that for your husband. Ask him unexpectedly. Plan a date with him. Remember, dates have 3 parts: time alone, doing something fun, and time to share your love. Most guys say they don't like dates, but they will when they know it comes after the time you spent together. Remember, it's the romance and the sex that go together. Ask him out on a date. It's romantic. And it doesn't have to be someplace romantic. We went hiking and got all sweaty at the state park on Saturday. I was sweaty and I was huffing and puffing. And after we had our lunch, I laid down on the bench and just went, I was pouring out. But we did something fun together. 4, that was number 4. Number 5, compliment his body. I love to go around a room when I'm teaching a Bible study on my 12 Keys for Marriage Success course. And we talk around, what can you compliment about his body? Well, maybe it's his smile. Maybe it's the big muscles on his arm. Maybe it's he's a runner and you like the back end. His little hiney is looking nice and tight for you. Maybe you like the timbre of his voice. Maybe you like how warm and cuddly he is. Or maybe you're like one gal that I said this at a conference. What do you like about his body? And she rubbed her tummy and patted her head. She said, I like his little round belly, and his shiny bald head. I go, yes! What do you like about your husband? What can you compliment his body? Remember, you do this. Oh, thank you. We got some great comments here. Rhonda's saying my voice. Rhonda says, your advice and videos are causing me to have better quality time, making it more personal than routine. I didn't realize I was slowing down and slipping away from it until I started putting more into it, and makes me know I can't take our relationship for granted. Gals, if you want to have a loving relationship, you have to keep working on it. Yes, the love will fade away. It's like anything else. If you don't pay attention to it, it will fade. Here's one I love, is send him a love note. Maybe, or a flirty note. Not on a text, on paper. One little thing I read about was to hide it someplace on your body, like down in your little special pockets you have. And say, I've got something for you to find, but you'll have to find it later. Okay? But another idea was to write a love note of one reason why you loved your husband for each year you've been married. That's a great anniversary thing to do. But then sit down and read it to him on the couch, and have on your bed, and have your favorite drink and snack available. Write a love note. That's number 6. Number 7, cozy up next to him. Yes. Cozy up next to him. Now, in one of my classes, I'm trying to get all my notes up here so I'm not messing around with it, but I can't do it very well. So I'm just going to have to keep looking over here because I'm not good. I don't know how to get that stuff all up there, but I'm going to figure it out one of these days. Just believe me. Cozy up next to your husband. Here's some ways to cozy up next to him. We sit on the couch, and I put my legs up on his lap. He has to take out his phone and his keys and all that stuff to get ready for me to put my legs up on his lap. We snuggle when we're in bed. Hold hands when you're out walking. He doesn't grab my hand. No, you grab his. Maybe you go call up in his lap while he's working on the computer, while he's playing a game. You don't have to say anything. Just sit there and put your arm around him. Maybe you're sitting at a table somewhere and you just rub your toes over on his feet, or you sitting side by side and you put your hand over on his leg. Be careful, you're in a public place now. Keep it appropriate. But touch him. One of the things I challenged a group of ladies to do was to touch their husbands for 15 minutes a day for 1 week. Maybe it was 15 minutes a day for 1 week. The interesting thing was that at the end of that class, it was a group of young gals. 3 of them were pregnant. I said, did that come from the touching? They said, well, we don't know, but it sure made our lives better. Because we connect together with touch. That's why this pandemic thing where we can't touch people has been so hard for us as people, because people connect with touch. And so reach out to your husband, touch him. Even if you're not really a toucher very often, find a way to touch him. Put your legs on him, snuggle up next to him. And yes, when you're doing that snuggling on the couch, put this phone thing away. Turn it off and leave it in the kitchen or someplace else. If you have it in the bedroom, turn it off at night. If you can't turn it off at night, then put it on that, turn it off and have that, there's a way to make a list of people that only certain people can get through. And for us, it's like it's the kids that can get through to us. Maybe it might be your boss. I don't know. So cozy up. That's number 7. Number 8, dance around the kitchen and pull him in for a slow dance. Get out your phone, put it on your iPhone, some music, whatever, and pull him in close and just slow dance. The dishes can wait, believe me. And then sometimes you have to give a little kiss. And the kids might go, ooh, but that's okay because they can see what it means for you to stay in love. Fact is, one of the great things is for your kids to see that you're still in love with your husband. Doesn't matter how long you've been married. They need to know you're still in love. Our grandkids need to know I still love their grandpa. So, dance around the kitchen. That's number 8. Number 9, whisper something sweet, maybe a little saucy in his ear. He's going, shh. Give me a little, hey. It's like, maybe it's time to leave. Sometimes I come up, put my hand on my husband's shoulder when we're out in the thing, and I put my hand there and I go, he looks at me and I go, and that means it's time to leave it. Sometimes it's a sassy comment, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just like, I gotta get out of here. But I wanted to be alone with him. Whisper something nice in his ear, something sweet, or like, I love you. You're the best. You're special. Can't wait to be with you, alone with you. Here's one of my favorites. Give that man of yours a 10-second kiss. Why is this number 10? Because it's a 10-second kiss. And people say, oh, Joyce, that might get mushy. Well, that's the whole idea. Let it get mushy. Kiss that man like you were just dating again. And really, or like you just got married. And let it be loads of fun. Number 11, car flirting. This is number 11. Now watch this. Make sure you're on a safe road. Make sure you're not going too far. Make sure you be careful with it. But if you're wearing a skirt, you can hike it up your thighs a little bit. You can put your hand on his leg and run your hand up and down his leg. But maybe you're just saying flirty words back and forth to each other. Keep it appropriate so you're not going to get in an accident, because the whole point's not to have an accident because you were flirting with each other. But do some car flirting. It can be fun. Maybe you need to do it at night when there's no lights outside and nobody can see in your car. You need to know. But be careful. Be careful. Be safe. Number 12, wear red. The most popular thing that our eyes will focus on is red. If you look a lot at the National Geographic pictures or other pictures of great sceneries or things, you will notice there's almost always, or not always, there's often somebody or something in red. Why? Because our eyes are drawn to red. Fact is, our eyes are drawn to 2 things. One is red. Another one is our smile. Fact is, the sexiest thing you have on your body ain't the rest of it. It's your smile. People want to be around somebody that's smiling. That's why you have to learn to love your life. It's not just loving your marriage. You have to learn how to love your life. So, dress in this. Here's one of my favorite ones. This is one I get complaining about, and I watch some HGTV and they want bigger bedrooms and bigger this business. But one of the best things you can do, oh, I love all these things. This is number 13, is dress in the same room. That means often you have to share a closet. Which, why do I do that? Well, you only keep the clothes in there you wear. Check out my Declutter Your Closet, and you can find some ways of how to declutter your closet. And get both of your clothes in there so you can share a closet. Why? Because you sharing a bathroom together and sharing a closet together gets the opportunity to see each other in various states of undress. And is that sexy? For most of us, yeah, it is. I know my husband caught me the other day and he said, whoa. Well, I didn't want to look in the mirror because I didn't know what it looked like, and I would have said, ugh. But not him. Remember, you're the only woman he can see naked by God's design. So remember that. Doesn't matter what you think you look like. It's for your husband's eyes only. So figuring out how to share that bathroom and how to share that closet. It is a key ingredient to flirting with your husband, because just by natural morning routine, you will see each other in various states of dress and undress. Number 14, we're getting close here to the end. Pick out your favorite panties and bras, or your favorite lingerie, and lay it on the bed and let him pick it out if it's bras and panties, and then let him know you're wearing that one all day. Or if it's lingerie that you're going to wear at night, we do this sometimes when I do this sometimes when we're on a hotel date, like an anniversary date, and I will lay out on the bed before we head out for dinner what I'm going to wear when we come home. And he'll look at it and go, and he's ready to have dinner and come home. What can you do? What can you do to make it a little more fun? That's part of this. And number 15 is get some sexy books. Now, what am I talking about? I didn't bring them with me, and I need to do that. I'll try to share those links in the comments. But I like Bill and Pam Farrell's Red Hot Monogamy. Over 100 ideas of fun ways to spice up your sex life. Another fun one is Sheet Music, that's SHEET, by Dr. Kevin Leman. 31 flavors in there of how to spice up your sex life. And what can you do with these books? Well, read them yourself, or else read them on a date and share with them. Say, hey, let's go through here and pick out a fun one. What can we do to spice up our life?